3 opportunities for the sprinters normally.
And here goes Tim Merlier. Merlier all the way to the line.
If I can win a stage here, I will be really happy.
The Wolf Pack has roared and Merlier has taken the stage.
Tim Merlier was in a league of his own in yesterday's sprint, becoming the first leader of this Alula Tour. But the Belgian is set to lose his green jersey today as the GC hopefuls face off on the road to Bir Jaya Mountain Worker. Eddie Dunbar is one of the top contenders for home team Jayco Alula, but the Irishman may not have it all his own way, and this race always throws up surprises. Just under 160k on the menu today, and it's all about that climb of Bir Jaya Mountain. 2.9 kilometres at 9.2% with gradients of up to 15%. The riders will go up it 3 times in total, with precious bonus seconds available when they cross the finish line for the second time. Tonight's GC will give us a clearer picture of who can win this 5th edition. The peloton heading out into more spectacular scenery around Alula, these remarkable rocky landscapes which are typical of the region. There were 5 men in the day's breakaway, but by the time live pictures began, only 3 remained. Simone Rakhani from JCL Team Ukio, Mohamed Abdelhalim from the Terengganu cycling team, and Jens Reinders from Wagner Bazin, the trio tearing along at high speed. Well, their advantage was around 3.5 minutes on the peloton, who were in the process of catching up to Mohamed Rosli. The leader of the most active rider competition had taken 3 points at the first sprint before sitting up. Well, the pace in the main bunch was fairly leisurely for now, which meant that Tim Merlier didn't really have to panic when he was held up by a mechanical issue. A couple of VIP guests enjoying the best seat in the house. Well, there was also a problem for the UAE XRG leader Rafał Majka. Well, he crashed heavily in yesterday's final, losing over 6 minutes and any chance of winning the race. But soon back in the bunch here as they approached the first climb, and a few riders appeared to be complaining about the road surface. Well, once they started going uphill, Abdelhalim was dropped from the front of the race, leaving just 2 men in the breakaway. Reinders and Rakhani leading the way up this short but punishing difficulty. Their gap to the peloton was still around 3 minutes. They soon crossed the finish line for the first time. The pace proving too much for the pure sprinters like Dylan Groenewegen, who was 5th yesterday. But there was then a twist in the story of this stage.
Final decision has been taken. We will take 1 lap off the circuit, meaning that we are now in the final climb.
Due to dangerous road conditions on the descent, the race organisers took the decision to shorten the stage, cutting out the final lap. They also neutralised the rest of the descent, taking the riders to the 5 kilometres to go mark before starting things up again. Race director Jean-Marc Marino explaining the situation to the peloton. Obviously, rider safety is the #1 priority. Reinders and Rakhani were given back their small advantage on the peloton before they hit the gas again. It would be a 5-kilometre uphill sprint to the finish line.
We start now, start 5k to the finish line.
And here it goes. Stage 2 of the Alula Tour, which was neutralised, is now back and racing.
Well, Reinders and Rakhani still a few seconds clear of this charging peloton. A little further back, Merlier was preparing to say goodbye to the green jersey as he was dropped. The 2 breakaway riders swallowed up, and the road was soon rising again with the punchers and climbers jostling for position.
And a rider from UAE, Team Emirates, are leading the pack now.
Majka taking over at the front and doing some real damage.
Majka starts to turn the pressure at 1.3 kilometres to go. Now a big attack on the left-hand side, a big move by Equipo Kern Pharma.
Hugo Asnar of Equipo Kern Pharma then tried his luck, but he couldn't shake off the likes of Tom Pidcock, Eddie Dunbar and Rainer Keplinger of Bahrain Victorious.
14% now this gradient, it really bites the legs.
An impressive effort too from the mountain bike world champion Alan Hatherley, Dunbar's teammate, making his World Tour debut at this race. But all of them were powerless to stop Pidcock when he unleashed with 500 metres to go.
And here goes the attack. Pidcock puts on the power now. The rider from Q36.5. Look at the injection of pace from Tom Pidcock. What a momentous attack from this rider. It's almost like he has unleashed all the stress of the last few months and he has absolutely blitzed his way up this climb. Pidcock now is going for glory to give his Q36.5 team the first victory of the season and his first victory in the colours. He looks around. Has he gone too early? No, he hasn't. 200 metres to go. Tom Pidcock, he has moved from the Ineos Grenadiers to Q36.5. All the pressure, all the stress, all those moments where Pidcock wasn't believed in, he has now put it all on the pedals and he is going to fire his way to the finish line to take a huge victory for Q36.5. He's answered every single question. Pidcock power on stage number 2. Q36.5 win the stage.
On just his second race day for Q36.5, Tom Pidcock already has his first victory. The British star said it was refreshing and motivating to be embarking on this new adventure after 4 seasons with Ineos, and he's off to the ideal start. This is his 6th career victory on the road.
Today was super important for me. Yeah, a new team, all these great people, and yeah, I just wanted to do them proud today. The team rode brilliantly. They had full commitment for me, and yeah, I was highly motivated for today.
Pidcock winning ahead of Keplinger and Hatherley to take control of this Alula Tour. Dunbar was 4th ahead of Stefan de Bod, who's now with the Terengganu team. Well, Pidcock said he was here to target stages and GC, and he takes over the leader's green jersey from Malia. The top 7 on the stage are the top 7 overall. Pidcock also takes over at the top of the points classification. He and Malia are both on 15 points, but the British rider leads thanks to a better overall position. Odney Holter is the new leader of the youth classification. He takes white from Frank van den Broek, who's just 4 seconds back. And Rossley remains the most active rider, although Reinders, also in the breakaway today, has drawn level on 8 points. Join us again on Thursday for another sprint stage to the Tamer Fort, and thanks for watching.